appear on every page of your site unless you decide otherwise. WordPress makes it easy for you to create a global header menu quickly and customize it whenever you want. Your navigation menu reflects and summarizes the full layout of your site. So if you need more help planning out your content, check out our course on how to plan your website. There are a few different ways of creating a menu. If you're using an older theme or an older version of WordPress before 5.9, there's one method. But if you're using WordPress 5.9 and the full site editor, there will be another way. Let's first review the older method and then the new one. To get started, go to Appearance, then Menus. You can create multiple menus if you want. For right now, we're just going to create one. I want to create the main menu that will appear on all of my pages. So I'll name it Main Menu. I'll set it as my primary menu, and then hit Create. But a navigation menu isn't a navigation menu without links to other pages on the site. And you can add those using this section on the left. I can select a page, like my home page, and add it to the menu. I can even select multiple pages at once, add them all to the menu at the same time, or search for certain pages if I have a lot to choose from. I can add specific pages, posts, custom links, and even categories. That way, readers can find archive pages much more quickly. Don't forget to hit save when you're done. So I've added all these pages and links, but my menu looks confusing and messy. On the editor page, I can rearrange all my items to appear in the order that I want. If I want to nest items underneath other items, I can drag them to sit just below and to the right of their parent. For example, my blog will be a top-level menu item or parent, but I want the category pages to be nested underneath. I can drag them all slightly to the right. Now, when I hover my mouse over blog, a submenu will appear with the category links. Now, if you're using WordPress 5.9 or newer with the block editor or one of the default themes, you'll need to do this another way. With this new version, the header menu is created with a block. So we'll find this by going to Appearance and then Editor. Open up the menu, go to Template Parts, and then Header. And you'll see your header appear here. From this block, I can change the justification of the items if I'd like. I can delete certain pages from appearing in the menu altogether. I can add new pages. I can nest pages underneath other ones. And much more. If I want to reorder these items or nest some of them, I can do all of that from this page. And once I'm done, all I have to do is save this menu, make sure that template part header is selected, and this change will reflect across my entire website. Keep in mind that this is how your navigation menu works out of the box. Premium themes may provide you with additional build and customization options. Theme options will usually allow you to edit the font styles and colors of your navigation menu. Keep in mind, this is how your navigation menu will work out of the box. Premium themes may provide you with additional build and customization options. Theme options will usually allow you to edit the font styles and colors of your navigation menu. You'll be able to adjust the layout, like how the links are aligned, how they interact with your logo, and so on. It's important to make sure that how you style your menu will look and behave well on smaller devices too. When I test out the menu that I just made on a phone, I can see a mobile menu is used, also called a sandwich menu. It's important that this icon is easy to see and that the menu list items are large enough to read and tap on comfortably. is similar in a lot of ways to the menu that we just talked about. It's full of links and helpful information to help users navigate your website. And they're usually global, meaning they appear the same on all pages. But typically, footers contain different types of information. While they do often contain a list of site pages, they also might contain things like contact information, social media links, important disclaimer text, and maybe even a call to action to a newsletter or something similar. WordPress footers are typically built with widgets. A whole widget page used to appear here in the Appearance menu. Now, they're built with the block editor. If you're using a theme that doesn't utilize the full site editor, you can still use blocks to create widgets. When using the newest versions of WordPress, you'll need to use the full site editor in order to create and manage the footer. To do so, go to Appearance and then Editor. Scroll down until you find the footer section. It should look something like this. It might look a little bit different depending on your theme. The great part about this is that if you know how to edit blocks, you can build a footer. You can add and customize blocks in this section as you like. I want to add 3 columns and add my logo. Once I'm done, I'll select Save. WordPress will ask if I do indeed want to edit the footer template, and the answer is yes. So I'll leave that checked, and I'll choose Save again. Now we can visit the front end of the website, and look at that. The footer I edited appears across the whole site, no matter what page I go to. If you need some help with these blocks, head on over to Chapter 8, where we go into the block editor in more detail. Keep in mind that this is how your footer works out of the box for sites using WordPress 5.9 and newer with the 2020 theme. Free and premium themes may provide you with additional build and customization options. Theme options will also usually allow you to edit the font styles and colors in your menu. You should also be able to adjust the layout of the footer, like how the links and different sections are aligned. We talked a little bit about widgets already, but let's talk about more of what they can do. Widgets are incredibly powerful build tools for more than just one area on your site. You can use widgets to add a wide variety of dynamic content globally to many areas on your website. Widgets used to have their own page within the WordPress dashboard that looks something like this, but now they're created with the block-based widget editor. If you need some help with blocks, head on over to Chapter 8. With themes like 2022 and newer, you'll find widgets in the full site editing tools. But let's first review how to edit widgets with older themes. When a theme like 2021 is enabled, I can find the widgets area by going to Appearance and then Widgets. This theme in particular allows me to build a footer with widget blocks. I can also go to Appearance and then Customize, and find the Widgets menu item here as well. I can add new blocks like I would with any other block-based area, and I can customize the styles of each block and rearrange them like I would with any other. If I want to use a theme like Astra or something similar, I can access widgets by going to Appearance and then Widgets. So here, I have many different sidebar options. Let's look at the main sidebar. I can add whatever blocks I'd like to this area, and it will reflect on each page on the site where the main sidebar is enabled. Keep in mind, you might also see widget areas related to plugins you've installed, like this one from GiveWP. This widget area might appear next to a GiveWP form, and so I can use blocks to add new content to accompany that form. Remember, the point of widgets is to make global areas. So These blocks would appear to all of my GiveWP forms that have the sidebar enabled. For example, if I add the latest posts to this main sidebar and choose Update, I can visit my site, which granted does look a little messy right now, but in the sidebar, I can see that this menu item has been added. And the more I customize this menu item, the better it will look. I can use these block editor options to change certain details about the widgets, like how they look and how they're organized. If I want to remove a widget entirely, I can select it and choose Remove Group. Now that we've spent some time building out the global content sections and customizing the styles of our website, let's get into building out the website's pages. Some common pages you might want on your website include a home page, an about page, and a contact page. So if you're not sure what pages you need for your website, start with those 3 pages first. Creating a page can be done in 3 different ways. You can go to Pages, All Pages, and then Add New. Or you can go to Pages, Add New. And finally, from the top menu bar all the way up here, you can choose New and then Page. No matter which option you choose, you'll end up at a screen that looks like this. On this screen, you'll see a section for a page title and the main body section where you can start adding content. Content is added to pages with blocks, which we'll go over more in Chapter 8. The new page screen also contains a sidebar, which can be toggled on and off using this gear. Let's take a little tour of this sidebar. Select the Page tab to view information about this particular page. In the Status and Visibility section, you can make this page public, visible to everyone, or private, which is only visible to site admins and editors. Or you can even make this page password protected. If you want this page to be added to the site publicly on a specific date, you can schedule its publishing ahead of time. Maybe you developed this page and you need another site admin to review it before it's published. Use the Pending Review box for that purpose. You can also change the author of this page if you want to provide credit to someone else. The Template section allows you to change which template this page utilizes: the default template, the no separators template, the completely blank template, and the one with the large header. The permalink is the URL by which people access this specific page. Think of it like an apartment number. The main URL, in this case plantify.com, would be the address to the building. But each page has a unique identifier as well, which is like the apartment number. WordPress automatically will use the title of the page to create a slug like it did here. The slug is the part of the URL that identifies the page, but you can absolutely change the slug here. The discussion area allows you to turn on or off comments for this page. And the page attributes section allows you to edit the relationship between this page and other pages. You can add the featured image here, and we'll go more into the specifics of featured images at the end of Chapter 7. I've added some content here, and I want to see how it will look. I can choose Preview, then choose the device type to see a sneak peek of the page in a new tab. This is how the page will look once it's published. The page looks good to me, and I'm ready to make the page live. Back on the editing screen, I choose Publish to do that. WordPress will ask me to double confirm that I do want to publish the page, and it'll make me click Publish again. It's now live. Every time I make a change to this page, I'll need to click Update in order to solidify that change. From here, I can copy the link and share it with my friends. I can choose View Page to, again, see what that page is going to look like. Or I can go right ahead and add an all-new page all over again. Throughout the life of your website, you may end up with lots and lots of pages. You can view them all from a single screen, which you access by clicking on Pages from the main navigation. This screen contains the Add New button at the top, and in the middle, you have a list of all your different pages, including the title, author, and date of publishing. You can search for pages within this list, and you can parse this list by all, published, and trash. You can also filter the pages by date if you want to. All of these things allow you to find the pages you want more quickly. When you select a page, you have a few options. Choosing Edit will bring you to the Page Edit screen that we worked on in the last video. Choosing Trash will delete the page. And choosing View will take you to a preview of the page as it is now. You'll see here that there's also a Quick Edit option. This will open up this small section with some quick options. They can allow you to make some changes without needing to head over to the edit screen. You can change the title, the slug or the last part of the URL, the date and time that the page was published, the password that it requires for access, or you can make the page private. You can decide whether this is a main page with no parent or whether it should be nested under any of your other pages. You can change the order that this page appears in. You can change the template. You can allow or disallow comments, and you can change the status from published, pending review, or draft. Just make sure that when you're done making these changes, you choose Update. If we wanted to make a change to many pages at the same time, we can definitely do that here. Select the changes that you want to edit, then use this drop-down menu to decide what you want to do. If you want to delete these pages, then choose Move to Trash, and then choose Apply. Or you can choose Edit and apply some quick edits to multiple pages at once. Keep in mind that the order of these pages as they appear on this screen does not determine the order in which they appear on your website in your navigation menu. If you want to change that order, you'll need to do that in the navigation menu area from Chapter 5. Let's talk next about